Oh, and by the way, people, not once but twice over the past, I don't even know, but it hasn't been that long, my mother's very expensive glasses have been stolen in one of these nut houses. One of these mental health facilities that don't help her at all. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry, we're the doctor. Whatever doctor's assigned to her doesn't help her at all. No way, am I sure? I'm not bringing her $450 glasses we just got a month ago. I'm not doing it. I don't care. I do not care. Seriously. Twice her expensive fucking glasses have been stolen in one of these places. I am not bringing her $450 glasses. Because she asked me, did you bring me my glasses? I said no. I hadn't even thought about bringing her glasses, but I'm not bringing them. What is she going to do about it? Nothing. I could say I can't find them. You know? I'm not having that happen again. You know, it's twice it's happened. She gets really expensive glasses. We got all kinds of extra stuff on it. She wanted the most expensive frames Walmart had, okay? I'm not bringing them to a friggin' nut house when 2 different occasions. Not at this hospital, but you know what I mean? So what? They've been stolen, okay? Stolen at 2 different nut houses, 2 different mental health hospitals, mental hospitals, whatever, okay? Mental health facility. Her very expensive glasses have been stolen, okay? She can do without them. I already told you what happened when I took her to get this. She thought she could just get new glasses, and she won't go to her old place she was going to. We have to go to a brand new person, and he's trying to do tests. He wants to know what's going on. She thinks she can just walk in there and get glasses without even getting an exam. Okay? She screamed at me at the top of her lungs. Remember, inside the optical place, and this was shortly after she'd been discharged. Shortly after the doctor deemed her fine to be discharged. Okay? She's not getting her fucking good glasses in this place. Fuck it, I don't care. I almost can guarantee you they will be stolen. They will just disappear. In this place where the upper management told me last time, you know, patients have a right to give their clothes away. It's their right. And she gave an example, you know, patients give their clothes away all the time. Our patients don't steal. Fuck you. My mom's not getting her $450 glasses. Sorry. I can guarantee you she wouldn't have them long anyway. I don't know how they got stolen in the other hospitals. I just know that they did, okay? You understand? And she had to get new glasses when her prescription wasn't even up. It already happened a while back. I forget when. And Auntie had to take her to get these ones that recently got stolen. She got cheaper frames because they told me they were $300-something glasses. These are $450. Just about. I think they were $429 or something. We got extra stuff on them. She wanted the most expensive frames they had. Okay? It's her money. It's her, you know what I mean? I wasn't going to say why do that. She has a right to do it. But I have a right to be smart and not bring her $450 give or take glasses to a fucking nut house where I know she had clothes stolen. You know what I mean? In fact, where I believe her, but can't prove that the staff actually took her bare when she came in there. Because she excitedly told me that she'd gotten the bear back. I said, how'd you get the bear back? She was like, I saw it in a display. I said, so, you know, I knew she had the bear, and it wasn't written on her inventory sheet. You understand? I knew goddamn well I brought her that bear and that I'd put it at the bottom of her bag of clothes. That I brought to the regular, I brought to the regular hospital, or taken to the regular hospital, whatever. I admittedly get confused between whether you use brought or take, but anyway. They said brought is when something's coming home, and take is take. I think you were supposed to use take in that instant because I'm not. It doesn't matter. I took her. You brought her those clothes, and I had the bear in the bottoms. I know she left the bear, and the bear. When I visited my mom shortly after she got in that hospital, I asked the person, the aide or whatever. I said, where's my mom's bear? We didn't have any bear. I'm like, I know she had a bear in her stuff when she came, but you see, again, can't prove it. I know it wasn't stolen at the regular hospital. Just trust me on that one. And then for my mom to later say, yeah, I got my bear back. How'd you do that? I saw it sitting up on the shelf. Yeah, staff took the fucking bear. Probably figured the mentally ill woman, the crazy woman's not going to know any better. You see? No fucking way am I bringing my mother her fucking $450 glasses that we just got a month ago and that I went through hell to get because that was when she was having temper tantrums in public. She can make do without her glasses. She's more miserable than ever, and I don't blame her. Have I ever seen her relatively okay in these hospitals? Yes. She absolutely can't stand this hospital that she had to go back to because the rule is the first open bed. And they will accommodate me to a point, but when I'm listing a long list of hospitals, you know what I mean? Obviously, I damn well did not want her to ever go back to where she's already been twice. And the second time, remember, that hospital took the cake. That one is just, I wish I could tell you. If we move away, I will. Or if whatever. If this shit hits the fan and I move away. I also intend to change my name, by the way. That's a given. That's 100% a given. If my mom and I got to move together, she would change her name too. We already picked names out. But in any case, she's not getting her nearly $450 glasses. And I can only make requests to a point, unfortunately. When it comes to where I want her to go. Unfortunately, this place had open beds. Wonder why. They never used to send her to this place because Auntie put in that she didn't want her sent there. You understand? Long time ago, I guess. Or I don't know. According to them, they treat each time and they don't have a list of whatever. All I know is I was curious why she was never sent here, and Auntie said, yeah, I told them not to. But in any case, now there's a whole long list of hospitals we don't want my mom to go to, and you can't just, you know, you're running out of places. Definitely don't want her ever again sent to the place that violated her HIPAA rights. Obviously, that's a no-brainer. And the other two hospitals, she's been there twice already, you know? But now this one will be twice. And if by some miracle she gets out, our only fucking chance is to move away. The only chance that she not be back in the same place again with the, you know? As far as I'm concerned, her only chance in hell is to move out of state. But I don't foresee that happening. I'm just saying. There's nothing you can say that will make me understand why at the very end, I don't even know when, remember I was hands-on, so I see no point in that anymore, but that they took her off, I didn't know why, I just got the discharge paper, she comes home with different meds than she'd been on, you know what I mean, and I'd been hands-on, and I don't get it, and I wasn't told shit. And now she's back on it. How convenient. You took her off of it for some reason, and now you're putting her back on it. You can't just try something new or communicate with her psychiatrist in the outside world who I thought was halfway decent, who maybe cares about her a little bit. I don't like you. My mom doesn't like you. How do I know that he cared? A little bit at least. Because he really wanted to know her history. He wanted to know why she'd ever been taken off her Polixen in the first place. I said that happened many, many years ago when I was living in LA. And I was told that they decided after she'd been on it for 25 years that it stopped working. But as for recently, she'd still been on it. It's just she'd been on it with other stuff. As for recently, these doctors in their wisdom, in quotations, in these mental hospitals, that's what she's a guinea pig, that's all. But anyway, he asked her. Of course she's going to say no, but in a mental, you know what I mean? If this doctor cared at all, she'd be working with the doctor that I liked somewhat in the outside world, the one that I got to meet with and talk to and whatnot, on my mom's behalf, and see what he wants done, not throw her back on the same shit that she took her off of. Remember, I want to stress this, it's not another doctor in another hospital that took her off of, you know what I mean? She took her off of this, now she's putting her back on the identical shit, because that's convenient. Because basically, I think they're just writing my mom off. Okay? That's what I believe, 100%. Therefore, there's no point in me being hands-on. I'm hostile. I am 100% hostile. I left a very brief message for the case manager who was not there when I was there yesterday. And just said, I'm disgusted. I don't understand. I don't understand why Dr. So-and-so I didn't understand why she took her off of this stuff and why she's now putting her back on the identical doses and identical everything. You know, I don't get it. I also said, if you're going to put her back on that fucking shot, because I didn't swear, I wish you'd done it during the week, not on the weekend. Because we all know weekends are different from mental hospitals, you know what I mean? There's not as much, I don't know, I just know that it's different. And if they were going to put her back on this fucking shit, I wish they had done it during the week when they were there to monitor what was going to happen, you know? The doctor and the case manager are not there on the weekend. You know what I mean? I hope she refuses it. I told you, I hope she refused it. Refused it. I hope she did. I hope she fucking refused it. I noticed an instant change for the worse in her that last time she took it in this hospital. And they had planned on giving it to her that Monday and sending it home Tuesday. And I got a call, we can't send you, your mom can't come home. Why? You know what I mean? Really, my mom's only chance is to start from scratch. I told you that substitute pharmacist, that woman, so nice that day. She felt like talking. She felt like she was willing to hear me. It was all over the phone. And she was willing to hear me vent, and she shared her own story about her friend who was around my mom's age, and it was the same thing, schizophrenia and whatnot, and her son was as pissed off, you know, that she keeps the same thing that's happened to my mom. She keeps going to the hospitals, they don't help her, whatever. And he took her to this person in New York that specializes in that. And the woman said, and they started from scratch, and the woman said that it was a lifesaver for her friend. Who'd been in, was like, it was just, you know, it was just chance that this woman, but then she wouldn't give me, she didn't know the number of that, and she was supposed to call me with it, and of course she didn't, because she's willing to just talk to me and give me info, but then when push comes to shove, because I gave her my mom's phone number, please call us with that info. Please help me save my mother. She never contacted me. She was a substitute just for that day at this pharmacy that we get my mom's meds. She didn't. I didn't really think she would, but you never know. So it was like a little tease. You know what I mean? It's like a little tease, because I really wanted, and she didn't know it, but she said she'd contact her friend and then contact me back, but she didn't do it. But it's not covered by insurance. According to her, they had the money, they just, you know, they're at their wits' end. It was not covered by insurance, but then I guess eventually that the insurance did partially cover it or something. But she said it saved her friend. And it's the same thing, diagnosed schizophrenic, and that probably a long time ago had been in and out of hospitals just like my mom, and the whole, just, what are the chances? I had called up simply to say if it was okay to, if my mom didn't want to take the Ativan. And I've been told by other pharmacists too that Ativan is voluntarily, and that she doesn't have to take it. I think she was still going to take some, just not as high dosage as she'd been taking in the hospital. I just don't like the idea of the fucking shot. Of course, when my mom first told me about it months ago in that other hospital, it was, I'm going to be on this instead of all those high-tech psych meds. I'm just going to take the one shot. Of course, that's appealing. It didn't wind up being the truth, though. You know what I mean? I just did not notice. And remember, I had attributed my mom coming home from that hospital in such a horrible, horrible condition to the trileptal that she'd been put on Wednesday, sent home on Friday. But then on the day in this new hospital, when she got that invega sustain again, I really think it's that. Because according to the doctor in this hospital, the last time that I spoke with for over a half hour, my mom was on a really low dosage of trileptal. I think it's the invega sustain is too strong for her. Remember, these doctors can give these patients these drugs with impunity. Doctors have total impunity to treat their patients like total guinea pigs. And these mental hospital doctors, but they don't, you know, they don't care. They don't know these people. That's them they've worked with for a long time. They just do whatever, and then it's just bullshit. That's why that Peter Bregan book, that guy, quote, I am more, it's an old quote, like, I am more frightened of the fearless power in the eyes of my fellow, because he's a psychiatrist, but he wound up being like Peter Bregan, you know, and seeing through the bullshit of these psych meds. I am more frightened by the fearless power I see in the eyes of my fellow psychiatrists than I am by the powerless fear in the eyes of their patients. I am more frightened by the fearless power. I'm a little bit off on it's an exact quote, but I can run and get the book, but this batteries I think are going to run out before I get the book. I don't know what did I do with it? Yeah, I can't go get the book. I don't know what I did with it. I have to find it, either renew it or return it. But you get the gist. I've said that to you guys before. This is a famous, this is a psychiatrist, who's obviously, I think he was well known or something or whatever, but and it was a long time ago, but I am more frightened by the fearless power in the eyes of my fellow psychiatrists than I am by the powerless fear in the eyes of their patients. This fucking bitch can do what she wants. There's nothing I can do about it, that's for damn sure. If she gave a shit at all, instead of throwing my mom back on the same shit that she took my mom off of the last time, she would talk to my mom's outside world psychiatrist and see what he thinks and all this crap. Because he certainly, when I told him about the invega sustainer thing and how she'd been taken off of it, he didn't say, oh, that's too bad. I think she would do really well on that. No. He asked me about Prolixin. And he wanted to start my mom on a small dosage of Prolixin. And my mom said no. And he was making it up to her, you see. But when she goes in the mental hospital, nothing's up to her. And they don't give a shit what I have to say. Remember, I was hands-on, and I met with that doctor the last time, and she listened to me about all kinds of lithium toxicity and everything, and blah, 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 blah. And she took my mom off the trileptal. She said she's not a fan of trileptal anyway. But I may have been blaming the wrong culprit, you know. It might not even have been the Trilipto that caused my mom to be discharged in such a bad condition from that other hospital that I just was... I can't believe they did it. I still can't. I'm sickened. I am sickened. Sickened. I need to find a support group. I want a support group. People go there and rip these fucking psychiatrists apart. Particularly the ones in the mental hospitals when the people are locked up and helpless and they're just total fucking guinea pigs. This just takes the cake. I have no idea why you took her off this shit at the end. I didn't find out until she was home and I looked at her discharge papers and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm hands-on and no one bothers to tell me that my mom's meds changed drastically. And now you're just gonna put her back on the same shit. Look it up, people. 234 milligrams of Invega Sustaina is a high amount. Always remember my mother's over 70 years old. There are people in my life, including me, who can't believe she's even lasted this long. Her body has been so ravaged by these psych meds. So fucking ravaged. Over these last 9 years. 7 years. Since 2009. Prior to that, she was just on Prolixin. Oh, and this doctor, like, I'm supposed to remember this, like I would have any clue in the universe. My mom's supposed to remember it. Do you know how much Prolixin your mom was on all those years? Of course we don't know. I'm sure someone knows. I'm sure you could find out. My mom was fortunate for whatever reason. But it's because she didn't break down. But actually, she did have breakdowns here and there. And they didn't decide in those hospitals to just throw her and everything under the sun. They just must have adjusted her Prolixin or just whatever. Here and there she had breakdowns and they didn't decide. But this time in 2009 they did. She probably just got the wrong person. The wrong psychiatrist who's going to say that the Prolixin's not working anymore and we need to put her on everything under the sun. That's why she had her first breakdown in over 10 years. I mean, but to ask me that, or my mom, forget it, but to ask me that after all these years, I don't know. That's what I was told. I know the hospital that did it. The same fucking hospital she was sent back to. When I was here, she had just been released from it, sent back to, and they wanted to keep her for 6 months, and she fought. They gave her a lawyer, and she fought, and she won, and got to come home. I do with the book? Got it out again, but I haven't been reading it. I don't know what to do with it. She had to go back in. I wanted her to send a new dog.